I dare you to fix me. I'm crossing the line again.
And going back to, and you're the queen really of that. I know a lot of people have been saying it. We've been saying it. A lot of people know you for it. I remember Moira years and years ago for the auditions for PBB season 8. So Maymay and I got to fly out to, I think, Jensen or whatever. And we got to just observe the auditions. And for singing auditions, I'd say 7 or 8 out of 10 people would sing your songs to the point that they're trying to copy your voice, and we would literally have to make them sing Bahay Kubo or Ako Ay May Lobo so we can hear their actual voice. How does it feel that um you have really with no absolute pride, I can say this, you have affected and you have changed the way a lot of people think and sing.
Mm.
Am
I
I
feel very
lagging?
honored. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I heard you. I heard you. I feel very honored. I feel
Mhm.
because I when I was a kid, I would follow the footsteps of my favorite artists like Brooke Fraser or Taylor Swift
Mhm.
or Tori Kelly, and there were times na nagagaya ko talaga sila because ano that they were the people that consumed my brain. They were the people that I listened
Mhm.
to all the time, and so hindi mo talaga ma um hindi mo talaga maiiwasan na magaya yung ibang style nila.
Mhm.
But that really flatters me because if they try to sing like me, or if may nagagaya sila na style ko, it just means that they really do spend a lot of time listening to my songs. And so that just really warms my heart.
And what warms our heart is that you have never really gone through a season of your life. I feel, and you know the valleys. Like you were there. But you had to pay your dues. I feel like we've had conversations in the past. You've told me some of your stories and the paths that you had to walk through before getting to where you are now. So when you look back at your journey, was there a moment for you that really marks you're at the, let's say, the halfway point now? Hopefully this for many more years to come, you're still going to be here, but when you look back, was there a moment that really clearly marks to you the very beginning of the Moira de la Torre journey?
It's really still the moment I wrote my very first song ever.
Okay.
When I wrote After Your Heart, and it was the day after I decided that I wasn't gonna be anorexic anymore. Um, it
Wow.
The morning after my mom prayed for me and basically reminded me that I didn't have to give up, I didn't have to go this route, and that God has actually beautiful plans for me. And then after that, um, I decided, okay, I'm not gonna take this route, and I wrote my very first song, and I re-surrendered my life to Christ, and that became my very first song, and eventually my very first single ever. And whenever I tell people the narrative of my story, my career, it
Yeah.
always starts there. Yeah, nothing really happened in the first 7, 10 years, but so much happened inside that my songs, heard that. They heard that through my songs. And sometimes like why I also want to start from the very, very, very beginning when no one really was watching it was because a lot of times we get discouraged because we don't see what we prayed for in front of us when
Mhm.
really God is already working. We just don't see it yet.
The seeds had to be planted first. Uh, everyone, like, there's so many cheesy quotes popping into my head right now. Everyone wants the testimony, but no one wants the test. I heard Pastor James say that one time, but it's super true. And my gosh, was there? I'm sure there were so many times where you're impatient. Were there times that you got frustrated, even with God, like, Lord, I did this. I'm doing this for you. Uh, it's all for your glory. Why isn't it happening yet? Was there a time where you really, even after that, that you had
Until now,
doubts? Oh, really? Okay.
until now. Yeah. And like it's not just like we all grew up with we all grew up with fairy tales,
Mm-hmm.
reading about fairy tales, and it's like, once upon a time to happily ever after. But in reality, there's a million fairy tales that are gonna happen in your life. Like there are gonna be thousands of ups and downs. There are gonna be thousands of stories. And so even now it's happening to me, and oftentimes I catch myself, didn't God get me out of something similar already?
Yeah.
Didn't this happen already? That's why I like keeping a journal, because I like being reminded. I need reminding to be able to, get out of a thing,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
get out of a, a an obstacle there,
Okay.
to be able to get
Galing mo.
brain fog, to
Oh.
be able to get out of an obstacle that already looks familiar. I need to go
Mhm.
back. I need to look back, and that's why this project that I'm doing, it's really important to me, because we should embrace spring before it even comes. Like before the morning comes, we should be expectant. You know the difference between dawn and dusk.
What's the difference?
Dusk is headed to nighttime, and dawn is headed into
Heading.
morning.
Okay.
But they look the same. It looks the same. Sometimes we get so excited and then nothing happens. But most times when we trust God, we can get excited because something great is about to happen.
My gosh. Ate Moy, if once again, thank you so much to everyone for an amazing, amazing season two. It doesn't feel the same as season one. It doesn't because we're doing it the second time around. It's still successful on show, so I really, really appreciate everything. I have to take this moment to thank every guest that came on, from Nadine to James to Sir Gary to Sir Ogie to everyone who came to Miss Leia, um, all the way down to Moira, Ben and Ben Glock 9. There's so many people that I'm so grateful, and of course, if I didn't mention them, doesn't mean I don't love them. But grabe yung mga yung kwento nila, and I'm truly humbled to be able to just sit here and experience and listen to them with you guys, and I'm thankful that we got to build something that's ours, that's not necessarily that doesn't necessarily belong to a network or belong to a group of people or a group of artists. It's just ours, and it's just raw and real, imperfect. We're still online, and we lag sometimes. My mic sometimes scratches. My hair sometimes looks weird. Um, but I'm thankful that we just get to have this platform. So thank you so much to a couple of people behind the scenes in Atiana, one of the best people to ever do it. Someone that I trust immensely with even some of my personal things. At the Feliz, one of the smartest people that I know, the best technical director that has so much patience with me as well. Miss Kathy at the Mayba, everyone behind the scenes who leads this show well. I love you so much, and to the thousands of people who watch and appreciate the memories, experiences, and the stories told. I love you, and here's to more to come. Hopefully, there's a season three. But just like Moira said, wherever God leads me, that's where I will go. I'll see you guys next time here on Kwentong Barber. Peace out. See you there.